the start of border-to-border Treffen. We're going to be, over the next 10 days, traveling south along roads that are close to the coast.
This is incredible!
It's generally about 1,700 miles over the course of 10 days. And only a few of these vehicles, buses, were going to probably make it to the end in Imperial Beach, California.
But she's going to hopefully make it to the border. Make it the whole way.
Others will join, and people will join for a while, a few days, a few hours. It's just kind of a rolling VW event. One of my intentions was to arrive here with an electric a VW bus that was converted to electric drive, but we discovered that the charging times and the range just made it too difficult for us to be able to keep up.
I'm inquiring about the availability and pricing for a, I need to move a vehicle from the Bay Area here up to Washington State. And I'm not even sure about the best way to do it. I would probably need to rent a pickup, a truck, and a trailer.
Okay, so we're charging very slowly here in San Jose at a huge shopping mall parking complex. And we feel lucky to have found a charge point because we were running around in circles, either finding ones that were not working or behind closed gates. Very frustrating, you know, trying to search the different apps and find the addresses, and once you find the addresses, actually finding the charge points at those addresses. So yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. At this rate, it's going to be, we'll be lucky if we make it up there in time by Friday morning. To Port Angeles. We're in the Bay Area right now, still about 1,000 miles to go. Another rental outfit that has just a pickup truck, because that's really all we need. Been here for about over an hour, maybe 2, and we are still under 40%. So this is really depressing. And we're thinking about other options. Nobody's giving up, but we've got to come up with a better plan because we're not going to make it this way. But I'm not even at 50%.
So looking at the first day of Treffen,
Yeah.
it's like a 260 mile day.
Right.
And then the second day is about a 220 mile day.
Right.
But the third day is really short.
So what Bob had to tell me on the phone, and it makes perfect sense. The first 2 days are, the first day is a 250 mile day, and the second day is a 220 mile day. And we would have trouble. He's telling me, why bring the car up to a point where you're going to continue having trouble? But I'm going to call Skinner and see if he has any ideas. Okay, so we've just repacked everything and transferred the essentials from the electric bus to the TDI. We're leaving it here in the care of Robert Skinner's place in Vacaville, California. And we will pick it up as the Treffen comes south.
Those who don't know, Robert Skinner is pretty respected in the Volkswagen community and is well known for his restoration shop and VW sanctuary. So we knew that the bus was going to be in great hands while we continued north to the Treffen starting point in Tom's split window bus.
Start it up.
Treffen Cruise is a much anticipated event where like-minded VW enthusiasts from all over the country and beyond can come together in celebration of these iconic vehicles.
This is my first Treffen. I was here in this exact same spot last year, but we were traveling the opposite way, so we did not join the crew. But now this year I get to join the crew and travel all the way from Canada to the border with Mexico in 10 days. And I think there's over 30 VWs here, so this is paradise for me.
Lit.
This is the first stop on the Treffen. We were supposed to eat lunch right now, but the town seems pretty overwhelmed with tourists, and we're part of the problem here. And all the Kombis are tootling around trying to look for food before we head to the next stop.
Okay, so this is our first stop in Forks, Oregon, and so far there's been no breakdowns. And we've got about 180 miles left to get to our end point for today, which is going to be in Astoria. And the drive so far has been nice, so hopefully no breakdowns and everyone arrives safely. Of course, it couldn't be a Volkswagen road trip without a few breakdowns. And just a few miles out of town, we spotted a friend in need of assistance. First breakdown.
First breakdown.
Is this our first official breakdown of the trip? We're about 150 miles into the trip, 200. We think we just somebody ran out of gas. She's been getting very poor gas mileage. Unfortunately, one of us had a can of gas.
It's all good? All right. With every new day, there was a morning meetup.
Today's the second longest day. After this, it gets really easy. Is anyone new today?
Which gave us a chance to welcome new people and new buses joining the cruise.
His name is Jack because at night, when he lights up, he looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
And it gave us all a chance to catch up with one another before hitting the road. So how's your bus today?
Much better.
Yeah.
Much better. Turned out to be an easy fix, and so she's on the road and she's doing well now. Hopefully make it to the border.
Yay.
Make it the whole way.
It really didn't take long to see that this cruise was not just about taking your classic vehicle on a road trip. And it was not only to enjoy the beautiful scenery that the Pacific Coast Highway has to offer.
This is incredible!
It was about coming together as a community, fostering lifelong friendships, and experiencing the special camaraderie among strangers.
We just saw the entire crew pull over and we stopped as well. There was already about a dozen buses waiting for somebody who broke down. I guess that's how it is with the Treffen. When one of them breaks down, the entire crew stops. But we don't want to create too much of a traffic jam, so we'll catch them up there.
For some, it was an experience of constant challenges, but always knowing that no matter what happens, they never had to go through it alone. Actually, scrap all that. It was mainly about getting the chance to floor your VW across the beach and showing the world what exactly these classic vehicles are capable of doing. made it. They all made it down this four-wheel drive track. Four-wheel drive only is set up there, but they all made it. Even the really low bugs. Troopers.
You'd be surprised the places that you can get these buses to go. A lot of places people would never expect them to be able to, so you show up and people are like, how did you get up here? But it's pretty fun for sure. You get to go to a lot of places that a lot of people don't get to see.
Yeah, I've had my bus in some crazy places in Moab.
Yes.
Yeah, rock crawling,
So yeah, I see there's some Jeeps and four-wheel drive vehicles here. Some people have said that it's a little bit too rough terrain for us, but we go off-road a lot. You know, when I got my first Volkswagen, it was in like January, February, where there's snow on the ground, and my dad suggested that this was in the 60s, my dad suggested that, well, you might consider a Volkswagen. I hear they're quite good in the mud and snow. And that has proven to be true.
There is no doubt that any owner of a classic vehicle enjoys a bit of a challenge and are resilient and spirited characters. First injury of the trip.
Oh. But still smiling.
Yeah. They are the people that keep this community alive. Their shared love of Volkswagens, adventure, and doing anything to keep these classic vehicles on the road and here for many more generations to enjoy. Even if that means moving with the times and adapting to convert these retro vehicles to run on electric power. With the help of these passionate enthusiasts, these V-dubs and the community will be sticking around for as long as there are roads and an opportunity for an adventure.